What is rave? With heart-pounding, fast-paced music, spectacular light shows, and wild, uncontrolled dancing, some see it as a simple, fun, wild party. Others, however, see it as a movement for freedom and chaos. Whatever the reason, today's youth is touched by the staggering concept of rave. And in this video, we will find out how and why. The term rave was coined in London during the 1960s. It was originally used for any type of wild party. In the 1980s, the electronic music such as techno and house came into play. Rave became associated with that and was rebranded with those characteristics. During this time, raves were held in secluded areas such as warehouses and deserts, evading the laws against raves that existed at the time. Some of you viewers may be thinking, so what? What does raving have to do with today's youth? Kids have wild parties every day. It's no big deal. Truth is, rave holds more than fast beats and grinding bodies.
Rave is a symbol of anarchy. What this means is it is a positive but not negative practice of living by sanguine means. Positive means meaning practicing how to live life with a sense of freedom. The stereotypes of rave and the visual level involve crazy dancing and inane dressing. Well, that is all true. But this is how it correlates to the practice of freedom, the actual significance of rave. The chaos associated with the rave is the symbol of freedom itself. Also, freedom to appear as one wishes with no social restrictions. But the question is, freedom of what? Well, the rave culture can have its roots from the anti-war movement against the government. The idea is to rebel against the government. This is where the anarchy symbol for freedom practice came from, the freedom from the government. There has also been a civil war, you can say, with the rave culture. The negative connotations resulted in the rebellion for some ravers. These negative connotations involved some drugs and casual sex, and as a result, people tried to reform the culture by removing these practices. Instead, they argued that rave is something only for the appreciation of the music and the fun of going crazy. It does not need drugs or anything illegal. Even if rave possesses an amount of energy, the culture also has a downside, with a given option for the individual to use a particular product. The most negative effects of rave are the misuse of drugs and alcohol, both factors that deteriorate the overall health of a person. Many ravers use it as a stimulant to keep the night going. Some of the drugs they use will be ecstasy, cocaine, and etc. Most drugs that gives intense adrenaline. For misusage, causes a person to overheat and later make the body collapse or shut down. The result will be either a coma or worst case scenario, death. Alcohol consumption is another factor, but also relates to liver disease. Imagine if a person consumed both liquor and drugs. It equals fun to some, but leads to a terrible health standpoint. For all the future ravers out there, please don't take whatever you see or offer to. Not all raver uses these products to make the night fun.
There are many aspects to the rave culture. The loud music, strobe lights, dancing, but what do they really think is appealing?
Loud music, dancing, crazy lights, and drugs.
So drugs.
Crazy teenagers, ecstasy, bad music.
Loud music and just like, I don't know, just like party kind of. People dancing in loud, crazy music. Dancing in a big room and really loud music.
Glow sticks and dancing.
Staying right and it's making it seem like somehow everything's changed. It looks the same, but I'm just trying to get the feeling again. So I'm walking around
because they want to party and do drugs, and dance,
Listen to music,
and find a new man, I guess.
Some people like to go and dance, they like the music that's there. Other people like to get high off of ecstasy and I guess drink. I don't know if they actually drink at raves, but they like to be under the influence with their friends.
Like the dancing and just like, I don't know, it's just like kind of like a big party that a lot of people are able to go to in your hometown. Well, it also depends on the person, like if they do drugs or something, because it's a lot of access to it, like you get a lot of access to it, and also probably just like, yeah, like I mean, they want to go party or something for like young people, because like it doesn't have like a certain like age limit, like going from.
To do drugs and listen to loud music?
The drugs, the ecstasy, the weed, all the types of pills, rolling. I went to raves because of the loud music, the dancing, just for the fun of it.
So we're here with Dominic Hernandez, who is a raver. He has been to a few raves, and well, Dominic, what is raving to you?
Fun. Just it's fun because it's like a whole big dance place, and like there's random people there, and you just meet new people, and everybody's like in a good mood, so it's just chill.
So that's what makes it so fun.
Yeah.
Like, what do you know about raving?
That there's a lot of lights. There's different types of dancing, different type of music. Most raves come with like different stages for one style and then another style, and everybody's just down to earth and chill. And they set it up so that way if you're underage, you have to leave and stuff like that.
So, besides dancing, what else do you do during raves? You can just say it.
Yeah. There's a lot of people rolling.
Define rolling.
Rolling, like pumping ecstasy pills. They do that. Get light shows. There's a lot of hookups. Everybody's, yeah. And some people end up getting caught, getting kicked out and stuff like that.
Do you feel that those drugs are needed?
No. The people that usually take them are people that aren't really into the music as much as other people are. If you're into the music, then I suggest you go because it's a lot better. Just more fun.
Yeah. What do you think of the laws that are put in place to stop raving?
I didn't even know about that. See, I guess for raves getting shut down, it's only because the ones that I've been to that got shut down are because a lot of the kids that go there are underage, so they kick out all the people that are under 18 out after 10 sometimes, or like later. Some people end up getting caught for worse, and yeah.
Alright. Any more questions?
Okay, I have questions about negative effects about raving. What do you think about alcohol, drug usage in rave culture?
I guess it's different because like I think if you do the drugs, you have to be at a certain age. Because I mean, if you're doing it too young, like there's a lot of kids at these local raves that I go to, and they're like 13, 14, and they're like taking ecstasy and doing all that, and it's kind of bad because I mean, it kills your brain cells. So it's like there's no point.
Do you believe that a rave could be considered as a religion? And if so, does it consider as a blasphemy to another religion?
I don't think it has anything to do with religion, just because it's just like a party. I mean, every religion has its parties, but I guess it's just something to do.
Okay. There was a link online that we found. There was an accident that caused the ravers in Germany to panic, which became all the people in that place created a sort of a stampede because of something happened, some incident. Because of that stampede, 19 people died in electro rave in Germany. But if this incident ever happened, would you be worried or scared? What would you do?
I'd probably just join the stampede and run out, but I guess it's either that or run into a corner and just wait there until everybody leaves. As that coming here, I don't think that would happen as much because more people here aren't drugs. In Germany, it's more further.
Alright, so based on some research, we found out that rave is symbolic to anarchy. Would you believe that? And if so, what extent do you play a role to that belief?
I don't really think it has anything to do with anarchy. Because to me, it's all in fun. I don't know about other people. I don't see anything like wrong with it. I understand that it's like a big drug place, I guess, over there, and that everybody's trying to sell it, but it's like it's not that much that big.
I see. And also part of that research, it's based on anarchy because it's basically a practice to live life in freedom. Would you at least believe that to a certain extent?
Yeah.
Alright, we're here with Justin Coletto, and you've been to a few raves, right?
Yes, I have. I've been to at least 3 in my entire life. And I think that raves are like, are cool get-togethers, just have fun. Just be yourself, don't care about anything else, just have fun and partying around. And usually, yeah, we really have no care in the world. Partying, of course partying, release all that energy out, I think it's like stress reliever, place where you could just relax, hang with friends. A few of my friends that go, we're always like stressless after that. We're all talking about everything, talking about the good moments we have at those raves too. And yeah, that's basically what I think of rave.
So that's what it is to you?
Yeah, that's what it is to me.
What do you think about some of the negative connotations that have been said about rave, like
the
drugs and
the negative stuff that they said about?
What do you think about that?
I think that they're just scared of going there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if they experience it themselves, they won't really see the dangers of it. They would just forget about that and just have fun.
But to be honest, some drugs are used during raves, right?
Yes, they are. But I think they don't abuse it, but then some people do. But I would say that most of the time they use it as a gateway to something more bizarre and fun and events.
Do you feel like those drugs are needed?
You don't have to. You have the choice of saying yes or no, which I have. I've been confronted with a few people if they they were selling me drugs. But I replied to them, I said no. And they were cool with it. They were all chill and fine with it. And then we just went off and just had fun.
So I have some negative effects about raving. What do you think about alcohol, drug usage, and rave culture?
I really think that it's not for well, I would say that same as always. It's like, to me, it's like a gateway or something to find pleasure, or if you can't get that natural high, use I think drug use. I don't know, but yeah, I don't really.
Alright then. Do you consider rave as a religion? If so, is it considered as a blasphemy to another religion?
I don't consider raves as a religion. I see it as like a culture, some kind of culture. Like, different kinds of styles, clothing, dances, of course, like hip hop influence, like all these other dance, styles, or fashion and whatsoever. And yeah, I basically think it's culture.
So, since you mentioned stereotypes, what are the stereotypes of rave culture? Like clothing, accessories, etc.
I think that stereotypes are mainly those people wearing an excess of those clothing types just to get into that part of those people.
Okay, we found a link. We were researching on raving culture. There was an accident that caused ravers to panic, which became a stampede. Because of that stampede, 19 people died at that particular event. Would you be worried or scared, and what would you do?
Something like that happened.
Yeah, something like that.
If a stampede or whatsoever happened, I would be worried, and I would try to get out of the place, try to run away as fast as you can, I guess. Or be part of the stampede, I don't know.